loved most. Surely this would not happen anywhere else. But even in paradise, things went wrong. And Satan has been attacking ever since. The only thing that could have saved that family was for Adam and Eve to have stayed with God. Not just Adam, and not just Eve. Adam and Eve to stay with God. Man, they had it made. The head of that marriage had a daily walk with the Lord. He had a daily talk with the Lord. They talked as friend with friend and walked in the cool of the day. Man, but how many of you know it takes two?
That's right.
To keep it together.
That's right.
Man, some of the most heartbreaking counseling sessions I've ever had is to have somebody in my office who desperately wanted to keep it together, but they were the only one in the relationship that desperately wanted it together. Will be impacted by what happens at your house. Can I say to you in haste this morning, there is no trouble like trouble at home. You can face trouble out in the marketplace, out in the business world, out in the social world, in a society that has turned against the Christian values to a great extent. You can face trouble out there, but there's no trouble like trouble at home, because you never get away from that home trouble. Whether you're working or worshiping or wherever you're going, that home trouble is still there, and it's in your mind and it's in your heart. And Satan certainly is smart enough to know that. Yeah, I get your teaching. That first couple lost their home when they started tampering with the way God put it together.
Come on now.
I mean, I thought the Lord did a pretty good job. Put them in paradise. Man, I've never seen Eve. I'm just thinking God always does a great job, and she must have looked good, kind of like Regina.
That's right.
That's Mother Eve right there. The Lord stepped by and said, "Man, I did a great job. I did better on her than I did on him." And so there they were. They had a great context. Great home, great place. But from somewhere, somebody said, "I want something more." Somebody stepped into that situation and said, "You ought to have it better than you got it. You need it to be different than it is." And they started tampering with what God said was the best plan A for the family. Sin started in a home that God put together, in a marriage that God put together. There's no way in the world Adam and Eve could have comprehended the heartbreak that their sin would bring on them and everybody else. I read a statement yesterday by Rochelle, who's got a book out called Christian Atheist, and talking about how we say we believe this and that we practice something else. He said, sin doesn't seem so bad. It's kind of like a sneeze. He said, a real good sneeze really feels good. If you try to cover it up and try to choke it back and try to squeeze it, you never enjoy a good sneeze. What you need to do is to have one you can hear all over the office. Right? Even though they put you in the back room, just go ahead and let her handle. That's a great experience. Like a full-blown sneeze. Feels really good. But it can sure cause a huge mess. And that's what sin did here. Can I just say to you, Satan would really like to hack your marriage and your family, your home to pieces. Also, he'd like to leave you with a shattered self and a shattered family and based on God, on two adults leaning upon each other and getting real close at the top. That ought to have been a real safety zone for children. Can you imagine how it's been all messed up? All of that journey. Can I ask you today, and I probably should just go ahead and dismiss and let's go eat. Because I've made the point, and I've illustrated it several times, but now I'm going to make the application. That means I'm not talking about anybody outside the walls now. I'm talking to us. I may not have earned the right from my relationship with you, but I think I've earned the right from the authority of the Word to ask you this question. Where are you this morning in your marriage? I think I can tell you that if you have issues that are bigger than you are, and you're trying to handle them on your own, I think I can tell you that you're losing. Because you see, God fixed marriage where He would have His presence would be a part of it. If you're trying to be a husband just within yourself, you are probably bombing out. If you're trying to be a wife just within yourself without any divine help, you've already tangled up the whole plan, and you probably really do need some help this morning. How is it with your family? We took a couple of days, Friday and Saturday. 20 members of our family went to Myrtle Beach. Is that okay?
Yes.
Some of us golfed, some of them drank the salt water. I asked some of my grandchildren, I said, does it make your eyes burn? I said, does it taste good? Why did you get in it? It's perfectly beautiful, precious water in bottles that you can just get the shower. Get it, and we just love it. We just love it. I don't understand. But can I tell you, over the last 47 years, I've seen that snake try to rip that family apart. I've seen that mother spend some sleepless nights because there was a devil talking to one of her young ones about stuff that could have ripped their lives apart. So I'm not in a talking down or in a judgmental way. I'm talking to you as a fellow journeyer with Jesus. On the same path. How is the marriage? How is the family? How is it at home? Because if I'm the devil and I can mess you up at home to the point that you don't think it's fixable, I'm just about eliminated you from the Lord's church as far as effective footprints. That's what I want to make you believe in a way. But I want to just tell you, I am preaching to you this morning somebody that can hold you together when everything else is falling apart.
Yes, sir.
We are living testimonies of a living, loving Lord that can hold you together when it looks like everything that's important to you is being ripped apart and going in the opposite direction. I'm telling you, grace will always be stronger than Satan. And God has all the grace. Satan has none of it. And I came out here this morning with a passion and a burden to tell you, regardless of what you're having to deal with today, there's a God in heaven whose grace is sufficient to help you through it all and lead you out in a victory lane. All is said and all is done. Thank you. Let me just close this morning. Can I get down close to you? I don't want to step on your toes, but I would like to touch your heart.
Come on.
Let's wrap up.
As you can see, that this concludes our centennial video. It is my prayer that it has been a blessing to you. But I also want to encourage you that in your service to God, that if you've been faithful to God and have not seen much fruit, I pray that you would leave the results to God. Our faithfulness to God will not go unnoticed or unrewarded in the presence of a holy God. It is my prayer that if it's been a blessing, please share this video with others. If it's encouraged you, use it to encourage others. But I pray that you have tasted or experienced or been able to participate in the history of our 100 years that we've celebrated in this video. It has been our prayer that it would be a blessing to all those that you will share this with. I pray that if you do not have a church family, we invite you to please come and be a part of our church family. But wherever you go, may Christ's love shine in and through your heart and life. Thank you again for participating in viewing this video and celebrating with us. May God richly bless you.